Okay, I just want to tell you a little bit about the concept of what I've got going on with this website. Number one, I consider myself to be an expert at this test. It's humbling. I don't know everything, and I can't identify the correct answer on every single problem at every moment, but I've seen a lot that's come from this test, and I've solved a lot of problems, okay? I mean, I started out solving logic games about a year and a half ago, and I solved every single one of them. I think as of now, I'm the only site that has every single logic game in existence solved. Now, other people are starting to do that. Other competitors have come in and kind of started doing that, right? That's fine. Now what I'm doing is going about solving all of the logical reasoning problems, okay? That's an immense undertaking. I try to solve anywhere from 5 to 10 a day. If I get feedback from you guys, which I do quite a bit, I'll go ahead and record a video and place it on my site. Now, I charge a monthly fee, and the concept is to basically provide you with more information than you would ever need to absolutely ace this test for really a minimal cost. I mean, pretty much the cost of just trying to keep this site up and maintained. I think people taking this test now versus taking in 2004 have such a huge advantage because back at my time, when I was taking the test, you had to pay a significant amount of money to be able to take the test, and I feel like it was a great separation between the haves and the have-nots. Now it's different, and that's what this site is about. At the same time, I feel like I will give you the most cutting-edge techniques than you will ever need to succeed on this test. So the way that my site works, okay, is that I've created LSAT lessons. Use them if you need them, don't use them if you don't. What I think the key thing, at least for me when I was taking the test, if we're talking about logical reasoning, right, is that there's only so many different types of questions. Let's call that number 7, okay? If there are 7 different types of questions, when you begin, we'll put those questions in a certain order. For example, beginning with the notion of conclusion questions, right, and ending with another type of question. But I'll stack those in a intuitive order for you, so that once you begin with one and you understand, you go to the next one, the next one, and the next one. And the key is just to do the same types of questions in the beginning, because I think it's easier to catch on if you're doing the exact same question than it is if you're just kind of like thrown into practicing the test and you've got 7 different questions going at you. So a lot of what goes on is in my lessons, I identify the different, and this is within logical reasoning, right? I identify the different types of questions and give you general lectures on those, and then boil it down to specific examples that I find interesting. So let's say if I'm looking at 5 to 10 logical reasoning questions a day, if I see an interesting question, then bam, it will be like kind of a sub-lesson, all right? And the other thing is I encourage you guys to participate with me. I've had several students throughout the years that have communicated with me, and it's really, it's helped me as a teacher, and now, it would facilitate making this site a lot better. So with regard to logic games, you've got every logic game there ever was, and I've broken them out into different types of games. And so the same thing would apply. It's just to continually practice the same types of games until you get used to them, and then at that point to mix it all together. Reading comprehension, as to date, I haven't recorded any reading comprehension passages. I think I did actually for the first couple of tests. I find really it's more something that we need to discuss on a lesson basis. So I've provided lessons on how we go about, how we approach reading comp. If I find that you guys are having issues with specific passages, I will definitely add them on. But I think that this is kind of a little bit different of an animal than we're dealing with games and logic reasoning. So you've got lessons, you've got an interface with every single prep test, including super prep, the February releases, the free LSAT. You've got an interface there. You can click on it. If you have a specific problem with a question, I want you to send me an email, and I will work to get that up for you in 24 hours, okay? It'll pretty much probably be a personalized video lesson, and it will link right to that particular question, and we can go from there. But you know, this is a community effort. This site is about providing something to you for a very low monthly fee. You get your own books from LSAC. You're going to have to get them anyways. And we get to work, right? We get, you know, whatever you put into it is what you will get out of it.